Since sailing into theaters with The Curse of the Black Pearl in 2003, Johnny Depp's Jack Sparrow has been the undisputed face of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Depp was nearing 40 when he debuted as Captain Jack and is now in his late 50s, but just how much does Jack's age change through the franchise? Yo ho mateys, and welcome to Screen Rant. I'm Greg Elliott, and let's dive into just how old Captain Jack is in each of the Pirates of the Caribbean films.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
But you have heard of me.
Through some of the later Pirates novels and comics, we can actually pin down the year Jack Sparrow was born to 1690. And thanks to artwork from later films and the aging of Henry Turner, it can then be inferred that the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie is set in 1728, which means that Jack would be about 38 or 39 in The Curse of the Black Pearl, which pretty much lines up exactly with how old Johnny Depp was at the time of filming.
Hello, Beastie.
Moving on to the second film, based on the conversation between Captain Jack and Davy Jones about how long Jack was captain of the Black Pearl, it seems that roughly a year must have passed between The Curse of the Black Pearl and Dead Man's Chest. This would make Jack around 40, which is again right in line with how old Johnny Depp was when filming took place in 2005. Dead Man's Chest ends with Jack being dragged into Davy Jones' locker by the Kraken, and so his friends decide to go and save him with the added help of Captain Barbossa. The third Pirates movie at World's End picks up right after that, so not much time has passed, so Captain Jack is basically the same age as he was in Dead Man's Chest, about 40, which totally works in the real world as well since both films were shot back to back.
The lies I told you were not lies.
You lied to me by telling me the truth. That's very good. May I use that?
Now here's where the tides, or years, do get a bit strange. The fourth Pirates of the Caribbean film was somewhat of a franchise reboot, with a mostly new cast and a brand new story arc. On Stranger Tides is also unhelpfully vague about how much time has passed since At World's End. John Meyer, the film's production designer, has said that they used the year 1750 as the basis for the story and setting, which if accurate means that there's been a 20-year time jump from Pirates 3, so that means that Jack Sparrow should therefore be about 60 years old, which A, he definitely doesn't look, and B, is quite a bit older than Depp was, so maybe Jack did steal a sip from the Fountain of Youth after all.
Well, today is your lucky day. Because I just happen to be Captain Jack Sparrow.
If you work it out, Dead Men Tell No Tales takes place only about a year or so after the film before it. Henry Turner is 12 years old at the beginning of it, and the bulk of the film is set about 9 years later, which means he's about 21. So 21 years and 9 months must have passed since At World's End, and since again Jack was around 40 in that movie, he should be 60 or 61 in this one. Now, although the math does check out, the movie's co-director Joachim Roning has said that a decade passed between it and On Stranger Tides, which clearly conflicts with either Henry's age or the 1750 setting of the previous film. Either way, it's pretty clear that the Pirates of the Caribbean movies don't really stick to a strict timeline, and the more of them Disney makes, the more contradictory that timeline becomes. But we can say with reasonable confidence that Captain Jack was about the same age as Johnny Depp when the franchise began, about 40, and although he doesn't look it, supposedly 60 by the end of the most recent one. And there you have it. Thanks for watching Screen Rant, guys, and make sure to keep up with us for more TV and movie talk. I'm Greg Elliott, and I'll see you next time. Savvy?